Alright, welcome everyone. Welcome to this tutorial that we're going to be putting together for you. Today we are going to be doing a three-part video series on cold and dark start of the Zibo 737-800 here. Part 1 today, we're going to be doing the cold and dark start all the way up to engine start right before we get ready to taxi. Part 2 next week will be the taxi, takeoff, and cruise portion of the tutorial. And then part 3 the following week will be the approach and landing. So 3-part video. We're going Dallas to Tampa. This is Dallas Love Field, not actual Dallas. It's in Dallas, but another, not Dallas International. So it's Dallas Love Field. We're going to be going from here to Tampa Bay, Florida. This is a real-world Southwest flight that we're doing. Yeah, so like I said, 3-part video series. Also, for those new to the channel, we are going to be doing a giveaway beginning of September. Everyone's going to get a, someone will get a Midnight Maverick hat, as well as a free Microsoft Flight Simulator airport scenery of their choice. To qualify for this, you got to just make sure you watch either in the streams or the videos. There will be a keyword that will pop up eventually throughout the video, and in the streams. There'll be a part where a keyword will pop up. That will be the word that you're going to use on an upcoming live stream when it is time for the giveaway. When the giveaway starts in the stream, the first person to throw down that word in the comment section will be the winner. So just keep an eye out for that. Word can be anything. The word will have something to do with either me, my channel, or aviation. So keep an eye out for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on in our cabin here. All right, so you see we are cold and dark here in the 737 Zibo. Okay, we have the ground power connected, which should go here. You got ground power connected already. Chocks are still. Our door is open for boarding, which I have not started boarding yet. Okay, but we need to go and get some power to the aircraft real quick first. Let's go up top here. And all right, so we can go ahead and let's click on battery. Okay, so we got standby, we got battery power, everything is good. We can click this over to ground power here, make sure we got ground power connection. Let's go ahead and hook up that ground power. Okay, we got ground power flowing to the aircraft now. So we just do our flows when we come down here. We don't need any of this on as of right now. Battery and everything here is on. Center flows here. We can go and get panel lights up if we want them on. I like the lights on. Arm the emergency lights, so they are armed. No smoking signs that come on. Seatbelt signs will stay off for now. Then we come down here. Let's go to the next spot. We can get window heat on now. Probe heat will stay off for now. Anti-ice is off. Electric hydraulics can stay off for now. We go here. We need to get our position light on steady. Sorry, let's go down this way. Just steady. Logo light you can have on if it was dark or nighttime, which it's not. It is early morning. So nav lights are on to steady. We come down to our next flow here. Trim air is going to come on. Isolation valves and everything will stay just like as they are now. Here, we can go ahead and get our flight cruise level set here for our pressurization. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at our charts. Right, as you can see here on the chart, our cruising altitude today is going to be 35,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and plug that in there, 35,000 feet. Now we're going to take a look at our Navigraph charts here. Alright, so we're going to look at our Navigraph charts here. The elevation for the airport. You can choose one of the runways here. So it's about around 450 on the elevation. So we can get this down to 450. Alright, so this pressure sets on auto. Everything here is good. All the lights for now are good. If we were doing a walk around the aircraft, all the lights would come on for the walk around, make sure that all the lights are working. We won't be doing a walk around in the simulator. So everything here is good. Wheel white here, this is also used for the walk around. Just illuminates the wheel well so they can see inside, check for leaks and any hydraulics, anything like that. So we go ahead and come back over to our panel here. We're going to go ahead and start our service on board. Then start servicing the aircraft. We're going to go to our weight and balance page here. Let's go to our fuel and payload. All right, so back to our charts here. As you should see on the chart, our total fuel on board is going to be 19,612 for total fuel on board. Sorry, block fuel is actually going to be 20,112. So that is our block fuel. We're going to go back here. Let's call the fuel truck so they can start. So we're going to start fueling up the aircraft now. Let's go back to the payload here. We need to get our payload in. Let's see what our payload should be 41,630. Go to the total 41,630. Enter. I'll enter in that. See their crane bump a little bit. Go back to this page. Wait for the payload to fully calculate in here. Alright, so that's in. Let's double check the fuel weight. Zero fuel weight, I should say. Zero fuel weight is good. But we'll check everything. Center of gravity, everything's fine. Everything is good there. So, now the payload and everything is set in here. We go down to FMC. Alright, we actually need to go back up top real quick. Let's go and get our IRS aligned now, both to the nav position. So that will start coming on live here. Now let's go back down to FMC. Let's go click on that right there. Go position in it. Reference airport. We are in Dallas Love Field here. We are at gate 20. Boom. Let's go to the next page. We'll grab the GPS. Plug that into IRS right here for the IRS aligning. Go and click on our route page. Alright, now Dallas Love Field, going over to Tampa. Okay, our flight number today is going to be Southwest 3816. That'll go right in there. Okay, we're going to go right here to departures and arrivals. So, our departure out of Dallas Love Field now. They have us departing runway 13 right via the Landre 5 departure right here. Our transition from Landre 5 will be Zella right here. We'll go and insert that, activate it, and execute route. Alright. Now we go to this route page here. We're entering the rest of our route. So looks like we're gonna go direct to Kilo Hotel 09er Kilo. So we're going to go direct to that, and then from there we're going to direct to Caballo. Direct to Caballo. Then from Caballo we're taking Airway Quebec 104. 104 will go right into there. Route discontinued because we're going to exit now here at Haven. Hotel Echo Victor November. Insert that right in there. Okay, and then that's going to take us, execute that. Now we're going to go into our arrival into Tampa. You don't have to do this on the ground. You can do it in the air. However, I like to just have everything pre-planned out. We can always change it if ATC gives us something different once we get there. But according to the weather in Tampa, we are expecting runway 01 left. So ILS 01 left via the Fox 5 arrival. That's our transition. And now let's take a look at our chart real quick over here in Tampa. We're going to look at ILS 1 left. Let's see if we need the transition from pi. Let's look at our star real quick. Alright, so we look at our star coming in here. Alright, so we don't need that transition, so we won't use that. And we're just gonna execute. Okay, we'll go the route now. Alright, so everything here so far looks good. We'll leave it on the legs page for right this second. Let's come back here. We're gonna go ahead and let's get some more panel lights up. I like my lights. Let's go in here. We'll get radio panel lights up too. Okay, our squawk today is 3150. There, everything here looks good. While they're still servicing aircraft now, we're going to go ahead and we can start the boarding process. Alright, so our passengers are going to start boarding now. Alright, so the fuel is still changing, so our fuel is still being loaded. We're going to run this test now over here. Let's run all of our initial systems tests.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Obstacle, obstacle.
Test our
Pull
air.
up. Airspeed low.
Oxygen is good.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Alright, see, our fuel is all loaded up now. Let's go ahead and go back up top and get our seatbelt signs on now that fuel is loaded and good to go. Everything here is good. I'm not going to turn the AP on quite yet, but we're getting there. Let's go back down here to the FMC. We are going to go ahead, let's turn, there we go. Alright, let's get this over to plan here. We're going to take a look at our route and make sure everything lines up. So we'll just step through our plan here. So everything's looking good. So we go there, and then they will vector us in to Lago for our final into 1 left. So far, everything looks good there. Alright, so now we want to do this page here. Everything's loaded on board. We'll get our 0 fuel weight in here. Our reserves, we go back to our chart. Our chart, as you see here, 2.5 on the reserve. 2.5. Right, 2.5 on the reserve. Cost index. 66 on the cost index. Going to flight level 350. Execute. Transition altitude 18,000 feet, which is correct. Alright, we got a temperature of 31 degrees Celsius. We're going to go ahead and we'll go plus 20 on that. So we're going to go flex temp 51. Go to take off flaps 5. Get our center of gravity in there. So 475 on the trim. Let's go and get that set in here. Okay, trim is set. That looks good. Let's get our speeds in. These are our V speeds. Get our flight director on. Always do your side first. Alright, we can get our V speed in here of 150. That's in, that's good. Alright, everything so far else is looking good. Radio panels set. Flight plan is set. I don't think we need anything else in here. We can request weather in here as well. Let's see if this works. Alright, weather request has been sent. And see, we got a message. There we go. There's the message. Alright, our weather 160.11 knots, 10 miles of visibility, few at 5,000, altimeter 29903. So we do need to get our altimeter set to 29903. There we go. 29903 is set. Alright, so we're good there. We go back to our flight page here now. Everything else is set. We got our weather. Let's go up top. Where are we heading in? We're going to go ahead and we will get our fuel switches on. And we're going to go and start the APU. Hold it down for 3 seconds. You'll see the APU here start to spool up. So once this spools all the way up, you see it start to go now. Once APU is available, this will become illuminated, and we can go ahead and switch on to APU power. Alright, we get this over back to the map. We're going to go ahead and get our runway heading. Let's pull up our charts again. We need to look at our departure, which our departure is the Landre 5 departure. So we want to look at our charts. So our top altitude, we're going to get here set ATC would be 8,000 feet. If we're looking at our charts, we can expect our filed altitude, which is 35,000 feet, 10 minutes after departure. We do have some restrictions in here that we'll want to take note of. We want to make sure these are in here. So our first restriction, Derset, we are to be below 6,000 feet, which is good in there. Hayes, we need to be above 6,000 feet. Shram above 7,000 feet. And then that is our last restriction as we climb out, except for the 8,000 hold until ATC has cleared us to go higher. So everything in there looks good. APU should be ready to go now. APU is available. We can check APU power, change APU generator. See, we got good voltage here. Okay, APU bleed can come on. Get some air now to the back. Yaw damper can come on already now as we are getting ready to start here shortly. Okay. Alright, so everything looks good here. Now we just need to do one more thing. We need to pre-plan our pushback. So we can take a look at our charts again. We are taking off what we said here was 13 right. We're taking off 13 right, so our pushback will be back into the left here. So let's go pushback.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
I'm gonna go straight back here just like this, and then we'll push back to right here.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Alright, so the tow is going to be coming up here. There's our tow. We should be just about done with the boarding process. Get our beacon light on. Alright, jetway should be disconnecting now.
Boarding is now complete.
Can go ahead to disconnect GPU, get rid of the chocks. Make sure our doors are closed. Close the cargo doors. Alright. Another thing we can close here is close our cockpit door. Go down here, make sure deny on the door, make sure it's locked. Alright,
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Transponder to TA is on. If we were using ATC, we'd go ahead and make sure we're contacted ground before we push back. For this purpose, we are not using ATC. So we go and arm the auto throttle. We're going to take a look outside. You see the tow connecting there. Almost ready for pushback. Go ahead and arm the VNAV. LNAV can be armed. We can put our runway heading in here, which is going to be 133.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, we're going to release our parking brake. Boom.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, so starting pushback, we've been cleared to start engines. Alright, packs are off already. So packs off. We can get the electric hydraulics on. And let's go and start engine number 2, switch that over to ground. And you'll see here, and 2 is beginning to rise. Once we get to about 20%, we'll introduce fuel. Alright, fuel's been introduced. And now you'll see it start to come alive here.
Unable to find view ID 19.
Engine's coming alive. Okay. This is click back over, so we're going engine 2 start. Let's go and start engine number 1. Same thing here. Wait for N2 to get to about 20%, and then we'll introduce fuel. Alright, fuel's coming on. Okay, and I'm going to see N1 come alive now. As the engine's coming alive here for engine number 2. Our pushback is almost done.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright, let's go and set our parking brake. The parking brake's on.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, they're going to be disconnecting the tow. Let's go and get our auto brake for takeoff set to RTO. We're going to get flaps set to the flaps 5 position. So if we go over here on this side, you'll see flaps are set to 5. The takeoff trim's already set. See our flaps coming out here. On the toe, it's okay to disconnect because we got 2 good engine starts.
While remaining seated with your seatbelt fastened, quickly reach for the...
Alright, so now let's go back up top. Let's finish our engine start procedure. Let's get our engine gens onto the on position.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
APU bleed comes off. APU comes off. Everything goes here. Taxi lights now can come on. So we're getting ready for taxi. And the tow has been disconnected. Our tow's over here. It's giving us the hand signal saying we're good and clear to go. Which means we are clear for taxi. We're going to double check everything again. Just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Now we're ready for taxi. Probe heat can come on. Transponder is on. TARA. Taxi lights on, transponders on. Flaps are 5. Brakes RTO. Speed is set, altitude is set. Pressurization is set. Everything is set. Alright, at this point we are ready for takeoff. So that's going to do it for our cold and dark start for this video. This was our quick tutorial here on how to get this plane up, ready to go, and ready for taxi. Everything is ready to go. Part 2 comes next week. We're going to show taxi on out and take off up to cruising altitude. And then, like I said, part 3 will be landing, approach and landing into Tampa. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something if you did not already know how to start up this aircraft. As well as hope you caught the code word that just happened to pop up by on the screen for that giveaway. And I hope to see you guys here next time. We'll release our parking brake. We're good to go. We're going to start taxiing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we hope to see you on the next one. Take care.